Hey everyone, my name is Fluxtrance, and I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to bring you this tutorial series on the new campus expansion for Cities Skylines. Today we'll be talking about the new maps and policies introduced with the new campus expansion. With this DLC, you'll get 5 new maps. First up is Murky Coast. This map features 2 converging and diverging rivers, as well as plenty of fertile land to play with. Wolf Creek is definitely my favorite of the 5, having some really nice mountains and foothills, and you can definitely tell that Colossal Order has stepped up quite a bit when it comes to terraforming and realism in the look of the mountains. Northwood Hills brings some interesting and challenging topography that definitely requires you to get creative with the actual amount of playable area. Marina Bay also has very little playable area, but it features lots of little coves, peninsulas, and islands. And finally, we have Roslyn Peninsula. This is a map that's definitely tropical and centered around this gigantic peninsula that expands out into the ocean, with a couple little islands for the player to expand to. Let's transition into talking more in depth about policies available in the new campus expansion. The first of these is campus policies. Campus policies are mostly useful in uniformly buffing your campus in the form of health, happiness, faculty effectiveness, and campus attractiveness, typically at the cost of extra expenses. The first of these is student healthcare. Keeping 6 students to a minimum means more enrolled students, so investing some extra money in healthcare expenses can be a wise choice, especially if your city is struggling with health issues. Free lunch is another interesting policy. Similar to student healthcare, free lunch costs a flat fee per student, but increases student happiness as a result. If your aim is to focus on faculties, visiting scholars is a great policy for buffing the citywide benefits gained from your faculties. While this policy is quite pricey, at a 25% increase in faculty overhead, faculty benefits are also boosted by 25%. This policy is unique in that the cost is only related to faculty overhead, so this policy can be powerful in late game with larger scale campuses where student population is high and other policies become more expensive. Finally, we have universal education. This policy completely forgoes tuition in favor of a 20% campus attractiveness boost and an increase in student happiness. Of course, by foregoing tuition, your campus will likely become quite expensive to maintain. This policy works best for those who already have a stable revenue stream from the rest of their city, and they're mostly just looking to utilize their campus for other citywide benefits. For general city policies, the campus expansion brings 2 new options: for-profit education and the book fair. For-profit education is a very powerful policy. At the cost of a reduction in happiness, all education buildings will now generate tuition revenue and cost 50% less to maintain. This is an awesome option for those who wish to focus on building a city around their campus with an excess of services, utilities, and other amenities that generate happiness. The cost of upkeep in these areas can be funded by tuition generated from education buildings, offsetting the cost and keeping happiness in a reasonable range. Book fairs, on the other hand, provide additional happiness and entertainment in a radius around libraries. Of course, at the cost of double the upkeep per library. And with that, we've covered all the new policies that will be introduced with the new campus expansion for Cities Skylines. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe here for more tutorials like this one.